Oh, good morning, comrades, and good morning, this crazy, magnificent monster, the beast of the yellow and red hell, I would say. The beast of the green hell, of course, the Nürburgring, and this is referring to Spa-Francorchamps, because today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow, I will be joining D.A.T racing in this wonderful C1 race car. We are participating in 24 hours with this, again, magnificent, crazy, I don't know, it's just like so freaking awesome. Fear not, I mean, actually, they take me a bit more serious, because we're talking here about 80 horsepower here. Yes, 80 horsepower, which is 20% more than original, and for the rest, yeah, of course, cage, bucket seat, and as to our semi-slicks, yes, and also some extra light upgrades, and you can probably hear it, different exhaust. Yes, so running for 24 hours with this baby is going to be a very big challenge. We're gonna go now to do some registration, to check our clothes and all the other stuff. But wow, oh, by the way, just to put them into perspective, Nürburgring has announced that this weekend is going to be the last VLAN of the season, and they're expecting 170 cars on 25 kilometer stretch. Here at the 24 hours of Spa, we're gonna have 158, hopefully, cars on 7 kilometer stretch. So every 20 meters there is a car. This is going to be challenging, very much, even with 80 horsepower, yes. Hopefully I said 158 because maybe one guy is gonna fall out because he had some, I don't know, some issues, and this means that the record of the highest amount of ever cars at Spa will not be broken, but we might break it. So hopefully we'll only break the record and nothing else. Alright, clothing check done, all good. The car has been also through the check, and let's have a look at the amazing... Oh, is this a restrictor? No, I guess not.
It's a standard issue.
All
standard.
Four cylinder. Three. Yeah. Okay.
One liter.
1 liter. Club 1000, a lot of people commented, but yeah, awesome. Well, excited for it. Excited. Let's check out inside. Oh, we have Formula 1 sticker. It's definitely, it could be a pace car. I mean, if you believe it, you can achieve it. So we have the bucket seats with ears, very important. Then a rev counter. I hope it can go above 4,000. Well, all the bad jokes aside, we will have to rev up the engine a lot. 170 kilometers an hour, but I think the highest you achieve with this car is around 130 or 135. Massive yellow lights, yeah. 5-speed gearbox, but we will not use anything beyond 4th, I think. And yeah, a lap timer. That's good. We will need that, and a big mirror. I'll be honest with you, I'm properly scared. Yeah. I probably should film this in 60 frames per second, because there's no way I can keep up with the cars driving on the main straight. Yep, and they're also the Ducks, the 2 CVs, the 2 Chevaux, and also the modified versions of them. Oh no, there's a yellow flag. After a few test laps, the car got back. It has a new engine, new gearbox, that's why it needs to be broken in slightly. Checking tire pressures. Just like everywhere else in the world, in the racing you cannot drive in reverse, you have to push the car back. And in fact, if you put the reverse gear on in a pit lane, so if someone will see your reverse lights, you'll get disqualified. You might even lose your license for that, because it's being considered as very dangerous. The license plate says it all. It's time for me to get ready. Gonna drive a practice session. I haven't installed a GoPro camera in the car yet. I will do it later on, because yeah, I just wanted to focus on the driving first before making content. I'm very excited. Wish me fun. That's what it's all about. Fast forward, just got out of the car. not to brag, but just like to indicate the difference of like the fatigue in comparison to RCN or VLN. Not even sweating. I would be probably wet because of like crying from tears of laughter. That's how much fun it is. But no, it is pretty awesome. It's still very sketchy, I would say dangerous, because you have the sense of speed that you're not going too fast, and then it's wet and very, very slippery, especially on semi-slicks. And I've seen in the training session with like 1 hour already, like roughly 4 cars being totaled. One was even burning. So motorsports is dangerous, even if you're driving with very slow cars. So now we're gonna sign ourselves up. Very narrow. Do a lunch break, food shot, most importantly, and then we're gonna have another training session before proceeding with qualifying. Yep. I don't need this one for a change. And fast forward back onto the pit lane. I think there's some kind of track day happening. Everything approved, got a wristband, can officially drive. Car is getting some technical checks, probably like literal checks, because I think you can do probably 20 years with 1 set of brake pads on that car. So stock calipers, different brake pads, ASD or ASD suspension, but for the rest pretty much stock cookie. And now let's fill up this empty space. Yeah, let's promote my Instagram. So also you guys, if you are not following me yet, go give me a follow. Yay! Whee! The kitchen is currently being cleaned, so my resort is going to be a toasty. Something like that. And might go full Dutch. Well, it's not breakfast anymore, but hagelslag. Yep. Nice. And I heard there's something special for lunch. That was very, very yummy. Oh, GoPro suction mount. Not I'm gonna use the suction mount, but I installed a GoPro for when I will be going out later on. Why is it the red car? This is our practice car, because the race car is being prepared and being some tested, and I can just like, you know, like be less careful with this car. So there'll be an onboard. Yay! But yeah, pit box being built up. And here's an interesting piece of strategy. Brand new NS2R tires that we are going to break in, to run in. So we're gonna have like kind of used tires, but then new tires, if you get what I mean. Because if we're gonna run new tires when it's gonna be raining, then it will be just impossible to drive and dangerous and irresponsible. So a very interesting tactic, that the cars are so slow that you need like a couple of sessions to run in the tires. And I'll be the one who will get the honor to run in the tires. It's probably the first time in my life that I'm gonna complain that I have to drive on new tires. That's not a C1 or a 2CV. Well, anyhow, good coffee as well. So thank you very much, D.A.T Racing, for amazing coffee. Yeah, so it was pretty fun, as you could have seen. We're done with the free practice now. I heard we're gonna have some kibbeling. Yes, the best thing that the Dutch cuisine has to offer. And after that, we're gonna have qualifying, more coffee, and then it will be the end of the day. And we're gonna have some interesting briefing with like 800 people. Yeah. So we just received a briefing, and there are some very important notes here. The trailers in the purple paddock must be removed by 5 p.m. or they will be removed by convenience store. It's getting interesting. It's special. 4 o'clock, time to do qualifying. How did I end up here? Well, I was taking a nap in the Gulf, because you can never have enough naps before the 24-hour race. You know what I really hate? When I'm on the way to the race car and I get distracted by smell of food. And in this case, like I told you, Dutch specialty. Kibbeling. This is the best thing that Holland has to offer. Well, some people disagree with me, but okay, let's say in terms of food, probably. Yeah, I mean, well, stampot is okay as well. But anyhow, I should be getting in the car soon, but I think I need some extra downforce, so I'll just like eat this quickly and then do it. Awesome. Yum. Cannot get enough. That's the team spirit. So fast forward to already the stint. I did not film that unfortunately because I was taking a nap and did not put the camera in another car. But it was good. I must say I am a lot off the pace from everyone else. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, 5 seconds behind maybe, but it's getting lower, it's getting there. Because obviously I really need to get used to the car, and here you cannot compensate like on high speed sections. You need to compensate on the slow speed sections. So like really getting too familiar with where the braking points, but for the rest, so yeah, I'm getting thumbs up. That's good. Yeah, check out this stock 2CV class. Like I think it's a bone stock car. Well, pretty much, except for maybe it has some moss, but on the outside, like oh my god, we filmed one of those for Revolution, the show, Philip and I, and it was such a well, we made jokes like, hey, we should like race with them. Yeah, well, we could. But yeah, interesting. I'm excited to see what we're gonna end up with. Currently, we are on P4 in qualifying, which isn't bad. Isn't bad at all. So let's keep up the pace. I mean, at N24, it's about Spa 24 or Spa 24 2CV. Yeah, officially, it's all about consistency. So that's more important than speed, I guess. Keeping it between the barriers, not in the barrier. And also 2 wheels on the inside of the curb or whatever the rules were. And that's a hybrid de chevaux. They have Yamaha 1100cc engine in it, so motorcycle engine, and they go really fast, like faster than everyone else. The darkness has fallen upon us. So it's the end of today's driving, of all the qualifying. I don't know the end results. I guess we're still at 4th position, at least that's something I hope for. We still have a briefing to go, and that's it. The car's being checked, prepared for tomorrow, and soon it will be time to do some laps.
Keep as quiet as possible, we are a bit late already, so try to come in as fast as possible. We will begin this briefing as fast as possible. That there will be drug tests this weekend. They will be done during the race, and they can be given to our federation if it's a positive test.
Alors, juste comme ça, je trouve quand même qu'il y a beaucoup de bruit pendant le briefing.
That's it for the briefing. That's the training car. We are going to enjoy some barbecue, some food, some music as well, because we have a live band performance. That's probably what makes this team the best in the world.
Echt niet. Deze is volle warme.
Things got pretty lit tonight.